into the 11th Eclipse Games. Nobody could find Lord Rain, not contestants, not sponsors, not fans, not even the production teams. The mystery had become the single biggest topic in the galaxy. Every contestant wore a tracking chip. Every zone contained cameras. Every road, every hallway, every building, every forest, every mountain. The Eclipse was famous for many things. Privacy was not one of them. Yet somehow, Lord Rain had vanished, completely. The situation grew stranger every day. Thousands of cameras searched, nothing. Security searched, nothing. The production crew searched, nothing. Several conspiracy groups even began claiming he wasn't participating at all and had somehow tricked the registration system. The Emperor publicly assured everyone he was officially registered. That only made people more nervous. Across the galaxy, betting pools exploded. Entire news channels dedicated 24-hour coverage to a single question. Where was Lord Rain? The answer remained unknown.
Then, 1 week after the games began, the first major challenge arrived. The announcement blasted across the city. Every contestant immediately stopped what they were doing. Every screen activated. Every communicator lit up. The challenge had arrived. Contestants flooded toward the transportation hubs. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement, nervousness, fear, anticipation. By this point, only 9 contestants had died. An unusually low number, mostly accidents, a few fights, nothing dramatic. The 11th Eclipse had been surprisingly tame so far. That was about to change. The challenge zone sat in a massive canyon system several hundred kilometers outside the city. 100 contestants arrived. 100 platforms surrounded a gigantic circular valley. The audience numbers shattered records. Billions watched. The announcer appeared in the center of the arena. Her smile looked forced, because she was clearly hoping Lord Rain wouldn't suddenly appear beside her. Nobody blamed her. The woman cleared her throat. "Welcome, contestants." Cheers erupted. Today marks the first major elimination challenge of the 11th Eclipse Games. The audience roared. The challenge map appeared overhead. The arena looked massive. Towering rock formations, hidden tunnels, dense vegetation, ancient ruins, dozens of environmental hazards. The announcer pointed toward the display. The challenge duration is 6 hours. The map rotated. Contestants may freely engage one another. Another rotation. Contestants may utilize environmental hazards. Another. Contestants may form temporary alliances. The crowd cheered. The announcer smiled. Then her expression became serious. The final surviving contestants will advance. The number appeared. 2. Only 2 winners. The crowd exploded. The announcer continued. The arena includes collapsing pathways. Another pause. Pressure mines, automated defense turrets, flood zones, hidden predators. The audience loved it. The contestants less so. Then suddenly, the crowd went quiet. Not gradually. Instantly. A strange ripple spread through the arena. People pointed. Contestants stared. The announcer blinked, confused, then slowly looked behind her, and nearly jumped out of her skin. Lord Rain stood there. Nobody had seen him arrive. Nobody. 1 second he wasn't there. The next second he was, standing in the center of the contestant group, like a ghost. The cameras immediately zoomed in. The audience erupted. Contestants shifted nervously. The old man looked terrible and terrifying. His hair had become almost completely white. His eyes seemed slightly unfocused, yet somehow hyper-focused simultaneously. The years had clearly damaged him. The synthetic compound had clearly damaged him. The result looked horrifying. He smiled. Several contestants visibly backed away. The announcer swallowed, then quickly returned to the challenge explanation, mostly because standing near Lord Rain for extended periods appeared dangerous. Minutes later, the challenge began. The platforms lowered. 100 contestants entered the arena. The hunt started. For the first 30 minutes, nothing happened. Contestants spread out, explored, gathered resources, prepared traps, built alliances, normal Eclipse behavior. Then somebody screamed. The cameras immediately switched. A contestant lay dead. The killer stood nearby. Lord Rain. The old man waved directly at the camera, then continued walking. The audience became uneasy. Another 15 minutes passed. Another scream, another death. Again, Lord Rain. Then another. Then another. Then another. The challenge slowly stopped looking like a challenge and started looking like a massacre.
The old man moved strangely, not fast, not superhuman, efficient, terrifyingly efficient. Every movement looked calculated. Every encounter ended the same way. Dead contestant, walking Lord Rain. The body count climbed. 5, 9, 14, 20. The audience slowly stopped cheering. Contestants stopped moving confidently. People began hiding, avoiding conflict, avoiding noise, avoiding him. Then things became worse. Lord Rain started talking. To nobody, to everybody. The cameras constantly caught fragments. I remember when these games were hard. Another scene. Kenny would have solved that trap. Another. Ooh, that's a clever hiding spot. Another. Don't worry, son. I'm winning this one. Contestants looked horrified. Viewers looked horrified. The old man seemed genuinely unstable. Hours passed. The arena population collapsed. 40 contestants, 30, 20, 10, 5. Then eventually, 2 remained. A young woman and Lord Rain. The challenge technically ended. The announcer appeared immediately. The crowd sighed with relief. The woman looked exhausted, terrified, yet alive. The announcer smiled. We have our 2 winners. The audience applauded. The young woman nearly collapsed. Then Lord Rain turned toward her. The smile returned. The terrible smile. The woman froze. Everyone froze. The announcer froze. The old man slowly approached. The contestant backed away. Sir, another step. You don't need to. Another step. The audience immediately understood. The challenge was over. She'd won. He'd won. There was no reason. No reason at all. Lord Rain laughed, then killed her. The arena became silent. Complete silence. The announcer looked horrified. The cameras captured everything. The audience watched in disbelief. The old man stood over the body, then looked directly into the nearest camera and smiled. One winner sounds cleaner. Meanwhile, far away, reached Prime. Kenny sat frozen, Celine beside him, Aurora asleep nearby. Pines looked disturbed. Lyra looked disturbed. Darius looked disturbed. Nobody spoke. For a long moment. Finally, Pines broke the silence. What? Another pause. Another. Fuck. Nobody disagreed. Kenny stared at the screen, watching the replay, watching the smile, watching the insanity, watching the old man who'd disappeared for 7 years. The realization slowly formed. The thing everyone had feared. Lord Rain wasn't entering Eclipse to survive. He wasn't entering Eclipse to win. He wasn't entering Eclipse for the prize. He was there for something else. Something nobody understood yet. Kenny sat there just watching his father smile, and realizing that somehow, Lord Rain had become more dangerous than he was during the war.